Leaders are remembering Ryan Whitehouse, who they call an inspiring pillar of advocacy for the community. Good Friday evening. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Janice Rebholz. He was an active member of the ag community for most of his life. It's our top story tonight. The Illinois Farm Bureau says the 43-year-old national legislative director of the organization died Wednesday in an accident in Michigan. He served as chairman of the Connect Transit Board of Trustees, the Bloomington Normal Economic Development Council, and he was also a big supporter of the Bloomington Normal St. Jude Walk. Now, during his 10 years as the St. Jude Committee chair, he helped raise more than $1 million. Organization leaders describe Whitehouse as an instrumental leader dedicated to helping and teaching. An Illinois Farm Bureau executive says that Ryan leaves behind a passionate legacy.
The legacy is just a great thing to show that what it is to have passion for agriculture and to take that passion and to continue that. He went the extra mile for everybody, and that'll be a huge legacy that we're going to have to try and build upon.
The Illinois Farm Bureau and St. Jude are working together with his family to honor Whitehouse at the Illinois Wesleyan University St. Jude Walk. That is October 4th.